Aura heavy, crushing hearts before bodies. Eyes trembled in his presence. No one even dared to swallow. Only Gogeta stepped forward, standing before Zeno, embodying a silent fortress of light. Then, the intruder finally spoke. Don't worry, I only came to end the period of rest you've lived in. I left this world for moments and returned with something far greater to extinguish the light. It is darkness, and now it belongs to me. His words fell onto hearts like blades. Gogeta said nothing, his eyes alone fixed on him, sharp, unblinking. Suddenly, Zeno moved, one step, then another, until he stood in front of Gogeta, not behind him. The tension skyrocketed. Gogeta's features tightened in clear concern, yet he neither stopped Zeno nor held him back. Zeno raised his finger toward the intruder and spoke sharply. Now I know the truth. You lied to me and deceived me for years, and what you did to my guards is undeniable proof. The priest laughed, an evil, hysterical laugh. Well then, Zeno, let's be honest for the first time. Yes, I lied to you, not because the truth is dangerous, but because you're a child, cowardly, naive, incapable of understanding anything. The entire universe trembled. Zeno slowly lifted his finger upward, his tone carrying a final judgment. Very well, I will show you what it means to lie to the king for all this time. I will erase you now. Gogeta said nothing, his eyes alone watching. Zeno added, Goku and Vegeta are my true guards now, and I will not be deceived again. Then Zeno unleashed the technique. Light exploded, flooding sky and earth, completely engulfing the priest. Silence filled the universe. When the light began to fade, the priest appeared standing, unchanged, not a single scratch. Zeno's blood froze. Meanwhile, Gogeta narrowed his eyes slightly, as if he already knew the outcome would be like this. The priest broke the silence. Didn't I tell you, Zeno? You are still the same stupid child who thinks his authority is the ultimate limit. For millions of years, the only thing that truly threatened me was that technique of yours. But now, I possess something your childish mind cannot comprehend. Then he raised his hand and added, since you tried your little toy, let me show you mine. A suffocating dark energy formed on his palm. Before anyone could understand what was happening, suddenly, the priest's hand was cut off, severed, flying in the air like a puppet whose strings were sliced. The priest froze. The pain hadn't even reached his brain yet. And then Gogeta appeared. He was standing before him, holding the priest's severed hand in his own. A mocking, explosive smile spread across his face. He said with disdain, before you reach your hand toward him, you should first learn what it means to extend your hand. Oh, don't worry, I'll give you your hand back, but only after I finish you. Then Gogeta tossed the hand in front of the priest as if it were worthless scrap. Everyone looked at the priest, and instead of screaming, he smiled. A cold smile, as if nothing had happened. Really? Is this how you welcome a guest who came to end the chaos of this universe? No matter. I lost an arm, and you will lose everything. After I show Zeno what it means for a child to play with a throne he doesn't deserve. Before the priest could finish his sentence, Gogeta vanished from his place again, and in less than a fraction of a second, a direct strike to the priest's mouth, making the air itself crack around them. His hand gripping the priest's jaw, he said, enough talking. Your disgusting voice is pounding in my head. If you didn't like having your hand torn off, then I'll rip out this mouth that doesn't know silence. The priest bent in pain, and suddenly his teeth fell to the ground one by one. Everyone was struck with shock, but besides that, the priest was smiling. A smile mixed with blood, without a trace of fear. Gogeta took a step toward him. Finished counting your teeth? He grabbed the priest by the hair violently. Good. Now listen to me. Your feet should never have touched this place. Your presence alone contaminated the air. snapped his neck. Then he hurled him upward at a speed beyond tracking until the priest disappeared into the heights. Immediately after that, the severed hand moved on its own like a creature regaining consciousness, then launched like a hyper-fast missile, piercing through the clouds toward the sky, crossing space with a dark streak that devoured every light it touched. And above, the priest stretched out his severed arm. The hand returned to its place as if it had never been cut off. The power of darkness had granted his body a flexibility that surpassed nature itself. But he wasn't done yet. Gogeta did not blink. He turned to them with a calm, unwavering voice and said, "Rest assured, I'll finish this far from this dimension. Even if this planet is protected, it won't withstand a battle in this existence." He began to ascend, but a childlike voice stopped him. Wait! He turned. He saw Zeno below, his hand up. "Please, avenge me.
Subscribe.
Don't leave a trace of him. I trust you now." Gogeta smiled and said, "Every step I took was for you. I will give you everything back, and I will fold this darkness away forever." Then he vanished. A single streak of light tore through the sky, leaving behind
Please subscribe for more.
And in space, the priest, still smiling after restoring his hand, felt only one thing. Then, one strike, a kick that sent the priest hurtling until he collided with the boundaries of existence itself. An invisible wall shattered in a burst of light, and a massive gateway to another dimension swallowed him whole. On planet Earth, a terrifying silence spread. The friends stood frozen. Gohan said, "I can't feel their power at all anymore, as if they vanished from existence." Whis replied, "They are, in another dimension." As for Zeno, he stood alone, small, fists clenched, looking at the sky with the eyes of a child struggling not to cry. "Please, come back to me safely, both of you. In a place far beyond what the mind can imagine. A strange dimension. Time there is heavy, terrifying, unfamiliar planets, eroded, suspended with no orbit, and a suffocating silence that makes the heart beat slowly. Here, Gogeta appeared. He descended into the middle of this strange void. A few meters away, the priest stood without any discomfort, a faint smile on his face, thinking to himself before speaking. "Excellent. Exactly as I planned. He entered the place I wanted him to." Then he lifted his gaze toward Gogeta and said, "Do you know, everything happening now, I have already seen before. Only one final step remains. Just one."
Please
Gogeta
subscribe
frowned,
for
but he
more.
showed no real interest. "Say whatever you want to say." "Excellent. This place is what granted me what I've long needed." Gogeta raised an eyebrow, a mocking smirk. So this place gave you what you wanted. All right, let's see if it gives you anything against this." Then he vanished, a terrifying speed, and in an instant, Gogeta's head smashed into the priest's abdomen with immense force. The priest trembled and bent forward, the air bursting from his chest all at once. But his smile did not disappear. He muttered, "A beautiful strike. But the unfortunate part is that this place granted you the strength you need to strike, but not the strength you need to survive." The priest extended his hand behind his back, a faint cracking sound. Then a tiny orb of energy, delicate, nearly invisible, formed behind him